No, you just said you oppose gay marriage.
Sir,
you oppose extending the same rights to marriage as everybody else. That is intolerance. That's the definition of intolerance.
Ben, what he is saying is, in America, we don't do separate but equal. That's what the civil rights movement was about.
When you turn gay marriage into anyone that's against it, as now you are somehow the equivalent of the civil rights movement and/or being like a racist, I think that's incredibly intolerant for you to respect my viewpoint. Because people felt the same way about interracial marriage. People didn't agree with interracial marriage. People didn't think black people should vote. People didn't think women should vote. Did that make it right? Should you respect that viewpoint? Wendy Walsh, the last word, but Ben, I'm going to say this for when he gets the last word. No one should have to tolerate hate or discrimination. That's essentially but I don't
what
hate
that
you.
I know, but listen, you don't hate me, but that's discriminating against me because you're saying
the slave owners
what you're
didn't
saying
hate the
is
slaves
separate
either.
but equal, that I don't have the same rights that you have as an American.
Yo, what's up, world? It's your boy Philochko, a.k.a. Philco, a.k.a. Phil, a.k.a. Yo Nyaga, reporting live from Krasnodar, Russia. Don't ask why. Now, at the clip you just saw, I have a point of view about it that I think is going to piss a lot of people off. But please, watch the whole entire video. Watch the whole entire video before you jump to a conclusion. Because if you hear me just saying some of it, you're just going to think that's my whole point of view, and then you're going to just put stupid comments when you didn't let me finish. Just let me finish. If you can watch this whole 10-minute video, then you can draw up your conclusion or opinion on it. But you have to watch the whole thing to understand. Now, a lot of people always kind of compare the whole, interracial marriage thing to the whole gay marriage thing. Well, let's look at marriage. Marriage is talked about in the Bible and all that stuff, and it can also be something that has nothing to do with religion. People get married, people just get married. It doesn't have to be in the church and stuff like that. Cool, it's great. But marriage, as we know it, was always defined as between a man and a woman, right? So, if someone, just based on that, if someone disagrees with gay marriage, just based on the definition of marriage, I don't think they're being hateful. I don't think they're being like a racist or a slave owner. I don't think they're being that way. They're trying to keep a tradition. They're trying to keep a tradition. Now, I know a lot of you may be saying, oh yeah, but what about black and white? Interracial marriage was banned, now it's tradition, why don't we keep that tradition? I'm not saying we should keep or get rid of tradition. What I'm saying is, they're just not being hateful all the time. Like, I believe a lot of people who don't want gays to get married, I believe they really don't hate gay people. They would prefer for these gay people to be and get married with the straight person because they prefer to see straight people around, especially around their children. That's just how I feel. Like, a lot of people really don't hate gay people. It's just not very normal. It's not very normal. And like, until you admit that, like, you're just always going to sound like a big baby. I'm serious, because look, I got white girlfriend, white girl I've been dating, whatever, whoever, here in Russia. I know that shit ain't normal in Russia. I know it's not normal. I don't walk around like, why is everyone staring at me? This is normal. That's just not normal here. Now, when something's not normal, doesn't mean it's bad. It doesn't mean it's ridiculous. It doesn't mean it's wrong. It's not the usual. It's rare. It makes people's head turn. It's weird. Some people get upset. Some people get happy. But it grabs attention because it's not normal. So me being with a white girl is not normal. Me in New York City, oh man, I miss New York. Me in New York City with one girl here and one girl on my lap, and we're making out, we're having fun 3 ways. That's pretty normal. That's normal in New York. That's not too big of a deal. It's like, oh, he's getting lucky tonight, they're drunk. That's kind of normal. You know what I mean? It could be black, Asian, Hispanic, it's not that big of a deal. But in Russia, people would go crazy. If I sat down, piss-face drunk, me and 2 white girls were playing around kissing, we would get attacked. Like, I really believe we would get attacked, especially me. With 2 white girls drunk kissing, it's not normal here. It's different. It would grab attention, and it would make their women look bad in their eyes, especially because I'm an outsider. So it's not normal here. So the only thing I'm saying about the gay marriage thing is it's not normal. So when someone is trying to say that they don't think gays should be able to be married like straight people, they're not being hateful. They're usually, most of them aren't being hateful. They're just talking about the definition. Now, should gay people, in my opinion, should gay people have the right to have a sort of union that is very similar to what straight people have? Yes! Yes! And if marriage is from the Bible, why the hell do gay people want to get married anyway? That's what always confused me. If marriage was originated in the Bible, why do gay people want to get married? Literally married, that word married, when the Bible talks so much shit about gays. Like, why would you want to be married? Fuck that book. Make your own like union and stay together that way. Make sure the government recognizes you. You get health benefits, whatever benefits that straight people get, you should get it too. But why marriage? Why a cross? Why Christianity? Why under any of those if you're gay? Why do so many gay people support religion? No, I'm gonna get to that later. That's not the focus of this video, but that always confused me. So what is my point of view? I have no problem with gay people. I'm friends with the gayest guy in Russia. His name's Pavel Pedal, and I don't know if he's watching this video, but if he is, I hope he understands. But he's one of the most popular, I guess he's one of the most popular gay guys in Russia. And, you know, we talk sometimes on Kontakte, and me and a lot of his gay friends talk. No homo. But it's just because we're in a similar situation in Russia. You know, we're very popular, but at the same time, we're very hated. You know, a lot of people don't like us, so we talk to each other. But I'm in no way saying if he was in America, and of course, this whole video, I'm speaking about a marriage in America. I'm not talking about Russia. I'm talking about America. Okay. Like, if he were to come to America and it was legal for him to get married, I was like, great, dude, congratulations. But if someone were talking to us like, I don't know, gay marriage is a little, I'm not going to think that person's hateful and that person shouldn't be treated as hateful. You know, but I think we need to understand is that we should be treated equally. Just remember the definition of something. That's why that's really how a lot of this argument started, was the definition. It was between a man and a woman. So if you want gays to get married, first thing you gotta do is either change the definition or make your own sort of union together. Make your own sort of union. And maybe that's what a lot of gay people are trying to do. That's great. But when it comes to the definition of marriage, it was between a man and a woman. So now when people are like black men should marry white women, was the definition of marriage ever between two white people? Was it ever between just two black people? No, it was between a man and a woman. That's what it was. So when people hate on interracial relationship, it was different just based on a definition. It was obviously hate just based on a definition between a man and a woman. It didn't have race there. But because of racism, they added race. Now, when they speak about gays, they're just taking the definition. It's between a man and a woman. Okay? So one more time, because I know a lot of people are going to thumbs this down. I know a lot of people are going to hate me, even though I have no problem with gays getting together or even getting married. At no part of this video did I say I have a problem with it. But just because I'm not saying the things that everyone wants to hear, they're going to thumbs it down and say I'm hateful. And that's not what I'm saying at all. And that's the biggest problem with black people have that problem too. Claiming racism and shit all the time when it's not, but gay people are starting to get that shit too. When a straight person says something a gay person don't like, we're automatically haters. Because they don't want to fucking listen. Just we gotta bow to you. No, I'm not gonna fucking bow to you. I don't bow to my own people. I talk shit about black women especially all the time. So just trust me, I'm just trying to be honest here. It's not always I hate you or I'm discriminating against you. First of all, it's based on a definition. It's based on a definition. And another thing is, a lot of people, like, okay, now I'm going to Russia. Now this is about Russia, this part. Now Putin, well, this is what they said on the news that he said, is that Russia has a population problem. Ever since the end of the Second World War, they've had a population problem. There's a lot more women here than men, that's one. And two, generally, I believe there's not enough people. Everybody's in Moscow. There's not enough people in Russia. So just with knowing that, the whole gay situation between Russia and America is different, just off that. Because one of Russia's focuses is to basically raise their population. They're trying to raise their population. So maybe, I'm not saying I support it, I'm not saying I'm against it, it's Russia, they do what they want. I'm just trying to explain to people what could be going on here. They don't want that to be shown to children because they would prefer the children to grow up with the straightest odds as possible so they can produce children in Russia. Russian children for Russia. Like that. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe. I don't know. I'm just saying it's a little different because Russia has a population problem. I'm just speaking about science right now. Russia has a population problem. At least that's what I hear. That they have a population problem. They're looking to produce more people. But I wonder, how does Putin feel about black and white children? That's a good one. I gotta find out. Now I don't know if a lot of you Americans know, but there was an Olympics that were held here in Russia in 1980, I believe. And a lot of black people came. You know what happened in 1981? a bunch of black and white babies were born. A bunch of black and white babies were born because the men were going around, sleeping with Russian women. That's what happened. 1980. It was awesome. Wish I was there. Damn, I wasn't even born yet. But I'm still old. But anyway, that's basically it. So I don't have a problem with gay people getting married. I don't have a problem with gay people being together. I don't have a problem with gay people kissing outside, slapping each other's asses in America. But you just gotta understand, a lot of people who just don't want to see it and don't want it to be, they're not always hateful. It's usually based on a definition or just culture. They're really not just trying to be hateful. That's all I'm trying to say. They're not trying to be hateful because the whole gay thing isn't very normal. It's not normal. It's not normal. And remember, when I say it's not normal, I'm not saying it's bad. It's just not normal. Like, what percentage of people are gay? Exactly. It's just not the norm. Especially depending on places you go. In America, shit, it's damn near normal now. It's just normal. If you're an American and you got an issue with gay people, you're out of your league. You gotta leave the country. You're just out of your league. You gotta leave. I love America. I'm going right back. But for you who hate gay people, you're in the wrong country. A lot of countries in Europe, you're in the wrong place. But a lot of other places don't play that because it's really not normal there. That's all I'm trying to say, okay? So don't hate me. I don't hate gay people. Later.